It's not been lost on anyone that heading into the third test between India and England, India could potentially be fielding a very inexperienced middle order with Virat Kohli still out, KL Rahul still not fully fit, and Shreyas Iyer being dropped. Suddenly, India's middle order looks very different. In their place, you could potentially have Rajat Patidar, who's played all of one test. You could also have Sarfaraz Khan, who is being rumored to come in. And what's more, there is even talk that Dhruv Jurel, who hasn't yet played a test, could be handed a debut in place of KS Bharat. All in all, that's a lot of inexperience that is potentially going to be in the side. In that, all of that, one name who has been mentioned a lot is the man right here, Cheteshwar Pujara. There's been plenty of talk that maybe, just maybe, India should recall a Pujara given his stellar India record and given the fact that, more importantly, he is a one-format player, someone who is dedicated to playing test cricket, unlike a lot of younger players who, in fact, have recently caused such a consternation among the BCCI that they are pretty much making it mandatory that you have to play a few Ranji Trophy games if you have to be playing in the IPL. And Pujara himself has recently broken his silence on that potential India recall if it were to ever come. It doesn't seem likely at this point, but again, stranger things have happened in the world of sport. And what's even more interesting, in this interview, he's also spoken about a few new tricks that he's learning, which is again interesting given that the tricks that he's picked up are very, dare I say, un-Pujara-like. So let's quickly delve into what it is he said and then do a little bit of analysis. The first thing he said that I'm ready for an India return. He said that whenever the opportunity to play for India comes, I will be ready to play with passion and pride that's needed and with which I have always played. That will never change. So in case you're thinking that, okay, maybe Pujara is happy just playing Ranji Trophy domestic cricket and just playing county cricket, then that's not really the case. Pujara, despite the fact that he's a veteran, someone who really has absolutely nothing to prove in the sport, is still firing, at least in domestic cricket, and is still very keen to have one last run in the Indian team. If and when that were to happen, we don't know, but what we know is that he's keen. And what's more, as I said, he's been picking up a few new interesting tricks in his time away from the Indian national team setup. He said that in the last 18 months to 2 years, I have developed the regular sweep shot and the reverse sweep. With these sweeps, my game has become better and more all-round. Now, the thought of Cheteshwar Pujara, of all people, hitting a reverse sweep might seem like a bit of a weird thought, but then again, we also live in the era of test cricket where Joe Root can start off a test match. Joe Root, by the way, one of the more traditional batters in the mold of a Pujara, can start off a test match innings by playing a reverse paddle sweep for 4. So anything really is possible, and Pujara has proved that because, again, as I said, he's looked to work on sweep shots and reverse sweep shots. There are two reasons for that. Of course, one is that, as he says, it's always good to learn new tricks, but also more importantly, he said that on Indian tracks that will turn a lot, rank turners to give it a name that we use often, it's sometimes important to have more aggressive shots also, because you need to mix aggressiveness with defense. You can't just be reliant on your defense the whole time. You sometimes need to take the game to the opposition, which is why he's reversed these two sweep, devised these two sweep shots, put them in his arsenal, and potentially, as I said, when he's saying that he's ready for an India comeback, he doesn't just mean mentally or by playing his game. He's trying to add new tricks, picked up a sweep shot here or there, could potentially facilitate that recall. As of now, that doesn't seem to be the case because, again, India are looking to try and refresh the talent pool, and that means moving away from veterans like Pujara or Ajinkya Rahane. Harsh as that may seem, at least the BCCI are being consistent in that regard. But given that Pujara himself is learning new tricks, might it be the worst option in the world to go back to him one more time before he hangs up his boots? Well, you can tell me that in the comments below. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, to like it, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and tap that bell icon as well. Also, go ahead, follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Don't forget to download the Sports the Cap. And if you're already on the channel, go ahead, check out some other videos we've uploaded as well. For now, though, from my side, it's goodbye.